Cool. Awesome, guys. Yeah. I love it. Good morning, guys. I'm Eric VM Hoysoy. I'm bringing it to you live. It's 8:03 in the morning, guys. Live from the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I am here with you guys. I'm here with you from alongside the S&P Pit. We are seeing, did want to bring to your attention, guys, that we are seeing the natty gas on a bid. So the natty gas is seeing some bids up 3 cents, is up 1% so far today, guys, off of a swing low significantly lower. So guys, definitely something to bring to your attention. We do need to see that natty gas up. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out these charts for you a little bit. I'm going to go out to a 10-day, 30-minute chart. We do have an upper extreme, guys, of this fat crown area balance we're likely to put in. From the 3 spot 356 all the way down into the 3 spot 111, and we are looking for this middle of this larger area bounce. We're looking for a breakout here above the 3 spot 259, guys. So we need to take out the 3 spot 259 in order to have any hopes of continuation to the upside. If we do get that, boy oh boy, fasten your seatbelts. We could be in for a very, very interesting trading day in the natty gas. So definitely something to bring to your attention. Crude as well, guys. We're seeing crude here clearly in on the 30-minute time frame, guys, clearly in a downtrend. We're talking about 1 area balance, 2 areas of balance, 3 areas of balance lower, but crude is seeing rotation right up. We're looking for the 67.30 35s, 36s, 37s, somewhere in that neighborhood for a price pattern, to see if we can find something more to fat cran this whole area balance and find rotation back down into the 6580s. So that's our goal for today. But clearly right now the crude is seeing a bit out of balance right to the upside, and is forming a third area balance higher off those lows, 1, 2, 3, and this is probably just all big fat cran. If you see what I'm saying, we did see pullback all the way down to the 66s. Even with that API selling that came in last night all the way down into the 6588s, we are seeing some continuation here in the crude to the upside. So I think first target, like I said, is 67.39s, 40, something like that. All right, guys, let's get over to the Russell, ES, Nasdaq, Dow, and Russell, guys. Let's bring all these up on a 20-day 1-hour chart, guys. Let's do the 1-hour charts to begin with. Alright, guys, so 20-day 1-hour charts. What have we seen here? The ES did come off that 29.44.75, that high, and we did see 2 areas of balance lower, and then we started to see some selling come in, guys. We saw that big 100-point down day. We did put in a first low, guys. We retraced all the way back up into the 28.25s, and we were looking for a little bit higher, to be honest with you. I think we got the 24s or something, 25s. We were looking for a little bit higher to get some short, but have seen 1, 2, 3, and then initiative out of balance to the downside and back into that area of balance again. That fat cran area balance that we had put in here off those lows yesterday, guys. I do think that the trend, I think that that any sort of short lean has come out of this market. On the 5-minute time frame, I do think that the 5-minute time frame is clearly up. I think that the 15-minute is up now, and the 27.18, or what was the low of the day, guys, on 19 quarters we tested in the overnight, guys. That was that 20 that we tested earlier on the open yesterday, and we saw some continuation higher off of that. So we're down 4.25 points right now on the ES, but really we need to see above those 55.96s. We need to see above those whatever that swing high was yesterday, those 54s. We need to see above that today. If we don't see above that, man, oh man, I think that I think that it gets really choppy down here on the lows. But guys, let's take a look at it. Let's do it to it, and let's see what we are seeing. We are seeing, so the ES was unable to get back. We got within ticks of it, right, of our lows from the previous day. We got but that YM was able to get back up into the lows. Even in the overnight session, guys, we didn't even see a retracement, a 50% retracement, and we did trade up into new regular trading hours highs above the overnight highs. You can see it here on the YM. We did see trade all the way back up into new regular trading hours highs. That is, new session highs, right above the previous highs from yesterday, guys. I was seeing some selling coming in off it, but guys, I do think that we are more likely than not to balance them up here. So that is definitely something I want to bring to your attention, is acceptance of value up here at the upper extreme is usually an indication of continuation. Now, we'll be minding our stops significantly today, guys. After yesterday in the ES, we had 60 plus points of range, guys, of active range in the regular trading hours session. So yeah, that's unidirectional trend. We're not talking about overlapping price activity. When back in the good old days, we'd be lucky to see 20 points of range up and down, right? No, this is all single direction trade, guys. We saw during the regular trading hours, we saw trade all the way up into highs of yesterday were something like the 58, if I'm not incorrect, guys. Oh, maybe even the 54s. So 54s off those 92s. Yeah, we're talking about 60 plus points of range in the regular trading hours alone, guys. So definitely seeing some activity. Do I think today that it's going to retrace back? So I got a question here, and it's a good question. Do I think it's going to retrace back down to yesterday's low? I do not. I definitely don't think. I think that today we are seeing the DAX and the FTSE up. I think that tells a good story to us, guys. Seeing that DAX and the FTSE up 73 on the DAX, 77 on the FTSE. FTSE was down 78 yesterday on the open and closed down 89. So we're seeing the FTSE get back most of everything that it lost yesterday. The DAX is still weak, but yeah, I think that is a good story, right? It's a good indicator of what we are expecting to see today. But could we see some selling? Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. We're talking about the 33s. If we see selling, 33s are the first target in the ES. If we see selling, guys, then I think that the 160s are a good target here in the Nasdaq. But I think that we find support at or before those areas. I'm currently long the ES and hoping for continuation back to the upside. So guys, that's what we're seeing. Yeah, that's what I think, right? Well, so Karen, one of our price patterns, so we did talk about yesterday in the morning as we saw the bid come in, right? I'm sorry, as we saw that offer come in right on the open, we traded all the way up into the 20s, and then back down into those 92s. So we talked about the 2720s all the way down to 2692s. As we were rotating back over, we did talk about how those 90s were a big area for us. It's not how hard you hit it. It's not how hard you hit it. It's what? I don't know. All right. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. All right. Fair enough. I think that's we love us some Rocky, right? Exactly, guys. So yeah, so that is that's what we're seeing here. That's what we're likely to continue to see, guys. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this ES. Where will we know we're wrong, guys? We'll know we're wrong on the ES on the 5-minute time frame, guys, with sustained trade below here, guys, this lower extreme. That's where I'm going ahead and calling it quits on my long, guys. I'm looking at the 38.75, so we're just a point off them. If we saw initiative out of balance and trade back through that lower extreme, then my long that I took this morning is no longer valid, right? We are seeing that Apple. We talked about the Apple, guys. How the Apple is did see that swing back up off of that 222.29. We did see us all the way back up into the high ticks of the day, guys, and no continuation. We're starting to see us sell but come back into a buy zone again in the Apple. So do I think that 222.21 is doable in the Apple and the 221.96? Yeah, I do think it is possible in the Apple. So guys, crude is forming another area balance higher. We're talking 67.16s as the highs. We're trading down into the down into the 67.03, 67.09s last in the crude. So that's how we'll know we're wrong here on that crude. I'm sorry, on that ES long, and then I'll be looking one more time at the 33 halves, guys, 33.75, to see if we can find something in that middle of that area balance. But yeah, for the time being, guys, I think that long lean is still intact. Right, guys, let's go into 5-minute charts. Oops, that's a 30-minute chart. That's not what I wanted. All right, guys, 5-minute charts. So Nasdaq, guys, is nearing this lower extreme of this area balance that has put in here this morning as well, guys. And that Russell, I definitely have that Russell in a fat crown area balance here, but Russell has seen lower lows this morning, all throughout the session, guys, lower lows and into key areas. So that Russell is clearly starting to see resistance come in. Unlike yesterday, guys. Yesterday we saw a significant bid on that Russell, and actually I think that it's maybe a little inaccurate to draw it like that. I think we can clearly draw first area balance here off those highs, trying initiative out of balance to the downside. So yeah, we are seeing that Russell as well, guys, initiative out of balance to the downside. We'll see if we can find some support back up into that area balance and see some continuation higher, guys. Russell did do great yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. Russell was a monster here, guys, up into the 1538s, guys. Did see, man, it was rip rocking and rolling higher back into that area balance, that area balance that we put in yesterday. We did talk about how that circle that you see there, how that was lower on the Russell in that 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame. So, but clearly, guys, clearly seeing that Russell balancing up lower here, below that middle of that previous area balance. We're talking about this fat crown area balance on the lows into that circle zone. And we're hanging them out. Did get up into the lower extreme, guys, but did see selling into the close and selling in the overnight. We need to see above the 1530 spot 8s to have any hope of anything to the upside yet again on the Russell. All right, guys, we're 20 cents off those highs that we're targeting in the crude. See what happens here. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that crude up into those recent highs. We are seeing as well, guys, YM did get above those overnight highs, and did see some continuation this morning with that nice bid that came in. I think that back in that area where that bid came in, like in the 160s, guys, we're talking about 90 points lower. I do think that we do have the potential. YM is up 6 points on the day, but I do think we have the potential, guys, to see some support come in. That's the middle of this fat cran area balance off the lows, and after initiative out of balance, I do think the middle is a good place to be looking. Middle of that larger fat cran area balance is a good place to be looking. Alright guys, so that is, home sales, new home sales in 45 minutes. That is correct, 40 minutes now. But yeah, we are seeing, guys, we are seeing some good trade here, some wide range trade. Do I expect to see wide range trade again today? I do, guys. I do think that wide range trade is going to be with us for a while, until probably 3 or 4 days before the elections, and I think it will calm down significantly, guys, at that point. Alright guys, so it is 8:19 in the morning, guys, 8:19, and that does conclude Chart Talk, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a bagel, get some bagel, lox and cream cheese, get some things going here for you. But we are starting to see that the ES just balanced them up here, and looking a little bit lower, to be completely honest with you. Looking a little bit lower. That, remember that 875s are my stop on this long that I do have. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and see what we can see here. But yeah, that does conclude Chart Talk for today, guys. And I do want to say thank you to everyone who has listened to Chart Talk, who has been an active participant in the community. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and do want to let you guys know that I'm here for you. You guys can reach out to me anytime you want, and as long as I have time, your time is my time. So you guys, even after we unfortunately close this thing down in a couple days, my time is your time. So I'm more than happy to be here for you guys. So if you want my opinion on anything, if you want to you guys want to reach out to me, you guys want to say hi, you guys want to just be friends after this, I am all about it, guys. I'm all about it. So we'll definitely stay in touch, and I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna be looking at you guys for we're not going to be reaching out to you guys a lot, but if you guys want to reach out to me, you guys definitely can. You guys have my number, you guys have my contact information, and you guys know how to get a hold of me. So guys, this has been a Lost Child production. We're T-2 to see some shutdown, but and guys, it is a little frustrating, guys, to start something and have it not work. I'm not even gonna lie. Has it had me a little bit bummed out? Yeah, you bet it has. Because guys, I wanted to be able to provide a service that was of value, that people could get something out of, and could continue to see some benefits from. But with the pit potentially being shut down in the next month, we'll definitely be bringing to your attention that once the value proposition here goes away, there's not much reason to continue to provide the service. So again, with each and every one of you guys, I am appreciative. You guys do rock, and I'm grateful, and I feel badly because it was something that I dedicated to my son, and with hopes of having a connection with him, so he could look back one day and say, "Hey, look, this is what my pops did for me," and the fact that it just hasn't worked out. Yeah, that's the there are some serious discussions going on here where the CME is looking to shut the whole thing down, just because of the value to the CME that they're getting from it with the minimal trade that's going through it recently. So yeah, definitely something that is being tossed around, and they're offering to buy the seats off some of the guys who are here. A couple of our big players, our big paper is still here. Our two big paper traders, and a lot of our locals are still here, but our big local is completely gone. He was yeah, Karen. It's there's a lot of backstory that goes into why I'm looking at just trading electronically and taking my membership and just doing it remotely. So yeah, paying the monies to be down here without the pit just doesn't make a lot of sense to me anymore. So definitely starting to do that. Eric, that is something. So that's something that we can definitely talk about. If you guys are interested, we can talk about just discussing AMT and just kind of trade thoughts throughout the day, having a chat room where we can all just get together and have a good time. We can definitely do that. But yeah. But yeah, that's definitely what we are thinking, and that would be it. Let me guys, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. We can keep the room here. Display loop of the pit sounds in the background, exactly, right? Yeah, so that's definitely something that we can talk about. But yeah, guys, we are seeing. We're seeing some movement in that direction. But if you guys are interested, don't hesitate to let me know. And so I see Karen and Eric say that they're all about it. If we can get CJ and Steve and Jeff to say that they're interested as well, then that's definitely something. If not, guys, I will be. I'm looking to pivot the business to something a little bit different as well. So if I'm probably taking a break, to be honest with you, from the time I leave here, probably through the beginning of the month. I'll probably be trading, but maybe not full time. Just to kind of get my head back right after everything. After a little bit of a failure, I'm going to take a couple days and think about what next plan of action is. But guys, you are welcome to reach out to me. If I'm not in front of the computer, then I'll just be like, I'm not here today. But if you guys do want to do that, we can definitely still have a chat room. No, I'm gonna know more today, but I'm looking at Friday. Friday being actually like Friday noon being being the end of it for me. I'm looking at just packing up all my stuff that's down here on Friday, and once that broadband connection goes away and my computers are packed up, then that's probably it. Yeah, absolutely, Karen. Yeah, it right, and that's where and that's where it's all about. That's where it's all about finding another you know, it's like a trade. If a trade doesn't work out, finding another trade that will work for you, right? So that is, I mean, like this trade that I'm in right now, right? I'm down a point and a half right now, almost 2 points on this trade, and if it does take out that lower extreme, then which it looks like it may, right? We may continue to see some selling here, but if it does, then that's no longer the trade that I want to be in, and simple as that is, I wait for something else to set up down here in the 33s perhaps, and continue higher. So and with the hopes of continuing back higher, but we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. It's all about recognizing when you're wrong as early and as often as possible, right? Oh, Eric has Eric has a good point. If you're not long, do you usually wait for a small tick below box and back in for entry, or you buy the bottom? So in this into the open here, guys, we have the open in about 60 seconds, but that's a really good. I would normally be looking for initiative out of balance and then failure back in. So guys, with initiative out of balance, I'm going to be stopping myself just in case it doesn't fail back in. But if it were to fail back into that area of balance, guys, so if we were to see a trade that looks something like this and closed back up here at the highs, so something like that, we saw failure and then we closed back in, I would be interested in taking a long here at the 38.75s, guys, and then with a stop below the low of that swing, right? So that's what I would be looking for. One tick out of it doesn't really do much for me. I was talking about, I see paper come in buying, guys. Paper comes in buying on the open. He comes in and pays up for some what the heck? Did he pay up some 980s? Is that what he said there? Wow, he did pay up for some 980s, guys. He paid up for some 980s on the open, and then got some more 8s. So yeah. Alright guys, now paper sell. Now that was our big phone, guys, phone paper, and now our big seller, guys, our seller that we have seen. Eric, you see what we're seeing here, right? You see what we're seeing. Now our big phone trader, guys, now our big seller, he comes in. There's the 875. So guys, they did get me, and now I'm back long again. Am I carrying the same amount of risk at this point, guys? Am I carrying the same amount of risk that I... Come on, add a drawing. Am I carrying the same amount of risk that I would have carried if I would have just held it all the way through? You bet I am on the short term. But guys, there's no doubt about it in my mind that that spike could have been a lot worse, right? And with that spike being a lot worse and not seeing that retracement, and what that allows me to do here is that allows me to have some protection if we do not actually see that rotation back up. So there's a big difference between just holding and buying that lower extreme and holding it, or waiting for a price pattern, guys. So we're talking about the 40s trading, guys. So we're talking about the 40 quarters and halves at 41s. Alright guys, so paper did come in. We did see two papers come in buying on the open. Then we saw a big seller come in, and he sold some 7s, guys. He sold some 7 evens. So he's been participating on the downside of the market consistently, guys. Consistently participating on the downside of the market recently. He sold all day yesterday as well. Oh, so we're seeing... we're definitely seeing that come in. Apple spikes up on the open, guys, of $1.18 on the day. Apple trades at 224 spot 2s on the open, 224 evens right now. We're seeing Google down 39 cents. We're seeing Microsoft down 18 cents. We're seeing Amazon down $4 on the day, and Facebook down 12 cents, guys. Intel's down 28 cents. And guys, the DAX and the FTSE are both coming off. They were up 87 and 81.5 respectively. Now we're at 63 on the DAX positive and 71.5. So we're 10 points off in the DAX and the FTSE. We're 20 points off in the DAX, and we're 10 points off, 11 points off in the FTSE. So we're talking about a fight here on the open, guys. We're seeing that 9 evens, 9 quarters, 8 75s, 9 evens and quarters, 9 halves, 9 75s at 40s. Apple is right up on its highs again, and yet to see any follow through, guys. We're seeing that Apple balancing up on its recent highs. Nasdaq is rolling back over, guys, and with the Amazon seeing some selling here, guys, down $10 now on the Amazon. So we're talking about the 8 evens trading 8 quarters and 8 halves, 8 evens, 775, 7 halves. So Nasdaq into new lows of the day, guys. Nasdaq into new lows of the day. The Amazon is now down $9.91, guys. $9.91 on the day. Google's down $3.52, and Apple is only up 80 cents. So Apple is coming off, guys. Apple's coming off those highs, bouncing up on the highs, but Apple has come off. We're talking 8 halves, 8 75s, 9 evens and quarters, so down into the 775s. Alright, guys, Nasdaq into new lows of the day, guys. We are seeing rotation back through that key area that we talked about, the 7108s in the Nasdaq. So we are just balancing up here right now on the Nasdaq. Back into the 7s, guys. Off those lows. So guys, we did talk about that crude, how we wanted to see it up into those 36s to 39s. Crude is giving it one final college try higher, but yeah, yet to see any follow through on that crude to the upside. We're seeing the 67.22s last with the highs of the spot 3s. We're talking 6 quarters, 6 halves, and 675s. So guys, new lows of the day, regular trading hours in the ES. And I am now, guys. I got stopped on my first long, guys. We did see that price pattern, and we did get a point and a half out of it, guys. And it came back down and took out that low of that swing. So now we're starting to see overlapping price activity lower down into those 33s that we were talking about, guys. 34 quarters and 34 75s. $35 75s at 36s. 36s and quarters are trading, guys. Nasdaq is back in the 7108s. So I'm going to take a long in the Nasdaq, guys. Buying some Nasdaq here. Seven quarters, guys. 7 quarters and 7 halves. 7 and 7 quarters and halves are trading. Eight evens and 8 quarters, guys. 8 evens and 8 quarters are trading. 8 quarters, halves, and 8 75s. At 9s, 9 evens and 9 quarters are trading. 9 quarters and halves. Nine quarters and a halves are trading, guys. 40s, 40 quarters and halves, guys. 40 quarters and halves. So we're seeing some 41 offered here. .41s are trading, 41 quarters, guys. 41 quarters. Alright, guys, NASDAQ is finding its way back into the lower extreme that we had seen this morning back with trade below the trade into the 71.22s, guys. We did our trading back into it. I think that this is a decent place to be looking at a stopping point. But guys, on this 3-minute chart, we are seeing a bullish engulfing pattern. So I do think that this is a good place to be lightening up that long. Or trade back up into the 22s, 23.75s, somewhere in that area. Alright, guys, we're seeing that crude trading the 67 spot 3s. Forwards and 4 quarters are trading, guys. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Eric. If the bar closes below the box, you still use the low of the bar as a stop. Absolutely. Alright, guys, so yeah, I'm marking up the chart now. Talking 775s at 8 evens, guys. 775s at 8 evens. Alright, guys, thank you so much for listening, for all you guys who are here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I let that YouTube stream continue a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off now, and it's just us, guys, just us seeing how the trading day progresses.